And it's time for Monday Night Football. And Kia's here to help us get some wins. Let's go. There we go. The big intro, you know. Good evening, folks. Bob, Mike, Kia here with your quick fix for sports betting. Last minute betting brought to you by OddsJam. We're the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors across the world. I'm trying to place bets here while I'm talking. Don't forget, up to $1,000 in second chance bets on PointsBet for new users. Yes. And don't forget, we're going to do who's balling tonight, maybe who's pucking tonight, maybe both. Who knows? Who knows? Don't forget about the OddsJam Partner Program. It is there. The link below in the description. And also, I would be remiss if I didn't share my screen and show you the great shop.oddsjam.com website with all these great items. I'm wearing the trucker right now, by the way. T-shirt, the mug, otherwise known as the OddsJam Morning Coffee Cup, the tumbler, the bikini, Mike wears those, the camper, the business zip, the notebook, the unisex hoodie, and the embroidered beanie's probably going to kick me for that. And also Slop Shop, no big deal shirt, broke even shirt, feels right shirt, and the buddy hat, all at shop.oddsjam.com. I didn't see a reaction, so did I say something stupid there, Mike?
Not that I heard. Were you supposed to have said something stupid? I mean,
evidently you didn't hear it, so it's good.
You're right. I didn't.
All right, and there you are. And
Valanciunas balling tonight. Okay.
And there you go, David. Here to give Bob a bunch of shit tonight. Howdy, Stephen Batza. And when don't people give me crap? That's all I want to ask.
Well, not very often.
All right, so I just want to throw this out here real quick. I just posted this on Twitter. I did not get a Monday Night Football video out for anytime touchdown scores. So I just posted on X DJ Moore, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison, and Justin Fields. All the score touchdowns tonight. Thoughts, Kia and Mike?
I mean, all of them I like. I mean, all four of them coming through could be tough, but then again, maybe it could, I mean, I definitely like DJ Moore to see some action tonight. We know Justin Fields is going to be a threat. So one of them two for Chicago's got to score. And for Minnesota, you got to love TJ Hawkinson, Bob. He's just so highly targeted. No tight ends averaging more targets per game than him, Bob, at 9.3. And when you will look at the majority of the plays that are in the air for them, about a 26% of those are going to Hawkinson. So he's a big part of especially with Jefferson not being in the mix. Hawkinson has been the guy. I mean, if Jefferson's in the mix, probably a different story. Addison has certainly been pretty good too. And I just got to get this out. Imagine being the team that decided no on Zay Flowers for Baltimore. You saw he had the big closing touchdown yesterday, right? And then saying no on Jordan Addison and taking Quentin Johnston instead. That'd be the Chargers. They passed up on Jordan Addison and Zay Flowers, took Quentin Johnston. What a joke.
Okay, so I actually asked Kia first.
I'm sorry.
So, Kia, what do you think about these anytimes tonight? Do you like other than those?
I like it. I think it's a long shot, though, but you never know what can happen. It's NFL. We done seen crazy things. So I'd say go for it.
Well, now let me tell you something now. Last week I had 20 anytime touchdown scores. Okay. It's my second 20 or above for the year. Okay. In the meantime, I also had yesterday, well, for the week, this week, I'm up to I'm actually at 21 right now before this last game. So I actually pick and bet on these individually. I do not put them in a parlay, although yesterday I missed my parlay opportunity. And Mike
Oh,
did it out. You know what it was? Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Diggs, and Brown, and was it Devontae?
Devontae Smith too. Yeah, that would have been the game to just take every big name on each,
yeah.
Diggs and Allen. And I think did Gabe Davis even have a touchdown for Buffalo? Either way, just Allen and Diggs alone, and then going to Philadelphia taking Hurts and Brown or Hurts and Smith or all three. I mean, it was just man, that would have been a good one to hit if we would have known, right?
I know, yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
You have those games where all the big guys score, and that was that type of game for Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo up at the half by 10, blowing that game. That's another tough loss for them. But, yeah, that would have been a perfect game to just take every big name and put it in a parlay.
I mean, I've been trying to get Diggs for a touchdown for a while, and then when I don't bet on him, he gets a touchdown.
That's true. And for me, it's been that way with A.J. Brown.
Yeah, it's
been hard for me to connect with him, So, yeah, I mean.
What do you think of Dobbs tonight? I almost picked him as an anytime touchdown scorer, but David's got him all over the place.
I'm not sure on Dobbs. I'm not sure on Dobbs because I think he's going to utilize Hawkinson a lot. I think you'll see Madison have some action. So, yeah, I'll pass on Dobbs for an anytime, but he'll have a big game.
Tristan, if I wanted, you know what? Don't quit your day job. You're not a comedian. It's not funny. The Blues are actually sitting in a playoff spot right now. They're fine.
Bob, maybe he is a comedian. 2 of the 3 people here are laughing. So,
yuck, 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 yuck. Yeah,
that's true, David. That is true. That is true.
Bill's game was brutal. Yes, it was. My good.
Well, the Steelers had a great game.
Well, they had a good game. Yeah,
they did. They really did. I'm glad they got that win. And then the Browns lost, which made it even better for us. It was a great Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't the Steelers game was not great. It was good. It was not great.
You know what I say to people when they say that? I say, you know what? A win is a win. I don't care if it was by 1 field goal, whatever we had to do, as long as we walked out as a winner.
Well, their offense came to life a little bit. I know they only had 16 points on the board, but they did show some signs of being able to move the ball up and down well. I mean,
finally.
So the next step will be is in the red zone, translate those field goals into some touchdowns. Then you're at, 24 plus points rather than 16, but it's a step in the right direction. You can't complain. I mean, Najee Harris had 99 on the ground, almost 100. And then you had the rest of the guys. Warren, he pitched in about 50, and then a pretty solid game from Pickett. Let's be honest. Mm-hmm. He had a good game.
Najee's got to score more. He's been hurt with anytime touchdowns.
Yeah, well, he did this week.
Expected more out of him. I really, really, really
expect them to get their playmakers the ball. I mean, that's going to be the key for Pittsburgh. Get your playmakers the ball. Get the ball to Harris. Get the ball to Pickens. How about that? What's the Freiermuth? How about his game?
He's pretty good.
How do you say his name again?
Freiermuth, isn't it?
Freiermuth.
Is it Freiermuth?
I try my best with pronouncing.
Hey, pretty big game for him.
Yeah, his name is difficult.
You don't know your own team.
I know the team, but some of them names, especially them hockey players, a lot of those Russian names, I'm like, that is a tongue twister there. I just do the best I can.
Yeah, well, there is actually a video on YouTube with Pat Freiermuth trying to say his name.
Really, his own name.
Is it Pat Fryermuth or Fryermuth? I hear it both ways. I want to get it right.
Yeah, it's Pat Fryermuth.
How frustrating is it?
Muth.
Muth.
Oh, okay,
There you go.
Muth.
Pat
Okay,
Muth.
Friar Muth.
Friar
So we all
Muth.
know.
I said, what'd I say?
Muth.
Friar Muth?
Yeah,
You were
said
closer
Friar
than me. I mean,
Yeah, I thought it was, so I was close, but Friar Muth. We'll learn his name. I mean, after a performance like that, we'll be saying his name now pretty good.
exactly.
He balled. You want to know who's balling? That dude was balling Sunday.
David's full of it, man. He's full of it tonight. So who do we like in this game, guys? We like Minnesota because Minnesota is in a wild card spot right now, tied with Seattle.
Yeah, they need to win this game. I like Minnesota to cover the spread, but I'm gonna just take the under.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game.
I know, but last week the Bears shocked you in the over hit.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, we can trust Minnesota on the spread. They're outstanding. I mean, 7-3-1 this year ATS. I think we can trust them against the Chicago Bears to get the job done. Dobbs is going to continue to ball. Here this team is, early on struggling, and then the Kirk Cousins injury, no Justin Jefferson. It really looked like this team was, on their way to competing with the Bears for that bottom spot, maybe even. But they pulled out of it, had some big wins. Obviously, we look back to the big win against San Francisco. It was actually against Chicago that started this big win streak before they lost to Denver. But the big win against San Fran, then Green Bay, Atlanta, and New Orleans. I mean, I like what I'm seeing. I think we can trust Minnesota ATS.
I hate to disagree with you here, Kia, but I'm liking the over tonight because I
like the over.
Well, the reason why is you don't know what you're going to get out of Fields. He could have one of them games, when he gets on his horse, man, he's tough. You got a couple of running quarterbacks here. By the way, is there a luckier 8-3 team, Kia, in all of the National Football League than the Jacksonville Jaguars? The ball actually could have very easily went in on that field goal attempt. They're lucky. And then, the Eagles getting a 59-yarder to tie. I'm sorry. I know that Trevor Lawrence is playing good, Kia, but I don't think the Jaguars are really a legitimate, true 8-3 team. What do you think?
I agree with you.
Atta girl.
They're just having a horrible season, and they're not the only ones, but I'm seeing a lot of turnarounds. Like the Broncos, surprisingly, they're getting a whole lot better. They're waking up. I was surprised, I'm like, wow, they're playing great, And who else? Cincinnati, I feel like they're still struggling. I don't see them.
They're not making it. But
yeah.
Jacksonville is tied with Kansas City, and they're tied with Miami.
I mean, look, they beat Atlanta, they beat Buffalo, they beat Indianapolis. We can say what we want. Indianapolis is a playoff contender right now.
Atlanta's 5-6. Atlanta's 5-6.
They're a playoff contender.
I don't see Jacksonville getting no farther. I mean, I feel like their little flame is about to be put out soon.
Hey, they won. They won in Pittsburgh, 20-10, right?
Well,
yeah.
Get on it, Kia. Get it, Kia.
Yeah, but sometimes they get a little lucky, but it's going to run out. I don't see them getting farther. I mean, I doubt it.
They won last year. They won one playoff game. So to match that, I think that, depends on the seeding and how things pan out. But I do think that they're potentially a team that can win another playoff game, depending on who they get matched up with. I have no doubts. Right now, if you're asking me, Jacksonville or the Texans team that, Bob, you've been so hot and heavy on and loving, and I think that's part of your problem right now is you're a little bitter. But the bottom line is, Bob, as you tell me in a playoff game, who you trust in? You trust in Houston or Jacksonville if they match up head-to-head in the playoffs?
Give me C.J. Stroud every day of the week.
Why?
Every single day of the week. Because he's a better. He throws the ball better. He moves in the pocket better. I'm telling you, for a kid this young, he is the steal of the draft. I love the kid, love his attitude. And on top of that, Mike, he brings his team back. He got him in field goal range.
Well, Trevor Lawrence brought his team back last year in a playoff game.
Oh, who cares? But
you forget about that?
Against the San Diego Chargers. Get out of here.
It's a playoff game. Whether you like it or not, that team was good enough to build that lead. And that same team.
David's got the Browns. Seriously? Eagles to beat the Browns in the Super Bowl.
Now, David, we're really stretching it there.
What are you drinking there?
Cleveland?
Yeah, the Browns. Where'd Kia go?
She might have got disconnected real quick. I'd rather have Bridgewater than Carr at this point, maybe even Winston. Any thoughts? No thoughts really on that, Tristan.
I think there's too much Taysom Hill. Stroud Rookie of the Year. There she is.
I lost connection. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
I was still on, but I couldn't hear any sound, and I'm like, "What is going on?" So I had to leave and come back.
I thought I ticked you off or something there.
Oh no, that was on my end.
Maybe they were straight out of Cleveland. Yeah, Stroud.
Well, look, Baltimore's a tough team. No two ways about it. They're a really good team. I don't think there's any doubt that they're gonna be a threat in the playoffs because I think the AFC is just wide open right now. Buffalo and Cincinnati are just kind of whatever now. So that opens the door for the Jacksonvilles and the Baltimores, and maybe even the Pittsburghs to try to make some noise here. I do think that in the AFC Championship game, you're going to have a team. I think you're going to see at least one team like a Jacksonville that you probably didn't think was going to be there, but I think they're going to end up being there, Bob, because of all that's transpired in the AFC. Burrow, no more for Cincinnati. The Bills, not the same team we expected them to be. Obviously, the Chargers, one team they played last year, horrible. They're out of the mix. So who else?
Can we not talk about the Chargers anymore?
Yeah, that's fine. Look, that's fine. I'm just pointing out playoff.
There's really a reason to even bring their name up.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
So, right now, Bob, as it looks, you've got Kansas City, Baltimore, Miami, and Jacksonville as your division leaders. You don't think Jacksonville has a prayer of a chance to win a couple of playoff games?
I don't think they're going anywhere. More over 4.5 receptions. Do like that one.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. David likes the Chargers.
I did. Yeah,
imagine that.
Yeah, we're not.
You got Padres.
Hey, by the way, Jacksonville's romped them.
Okay. Whatever. They play in the AFC South. They get to play Tennessee twice. And, with a guy like Derrick Henry, who else do they have on their team? Who's their wide receiver on Tennessee that they picked up? Come on.
Dude, DeAndre Hopkins? Oh, yeah. D-Hop? Yeah.
I got D-Hop and Derrick Henry.
He's washed up.
They're terrible.
Tennessee's so sorry. I don't even pay them no attention, so I can't read. They are awful.
I don't have enough money to pay attention to them, if you know what I mean.
And I get it. I definitely understand.
All right. So we're definitely on the Vikings.
I am. I can trust Minnesota on the spread tonight against Chicago. I don't feel uncomfortable with what Dobbs has shown, what this team has shown all year. Against the spread. They've been pretty solid. Now it'll be interesting to see how well they have performed as favorites. As underdogs is one thing. So let's look as a favorite where Minnesota has performed. This could change. So 2-1, again, small sample size, but it's a bad team in Chicago. I still trust it.
Okay. All right. In the NFC, except the Eagles. Okay. And there's Anthony Mays. 10 of who?
He said 10 of who. I like that.
10 of who? Yeah, that is true.
All right. Let's get down to
They're drinking a lot of Hennessy in Tennessee, I bet, watching that team. I can assure you of that.
They drink Tennessee whiskey, baby.
Well, whatever they like. I mean, that just happened to rhyme, but you're right. It could be that.
We got to do this segment. It's either going to be who's balling tonight or who's fucking tonight.
Oh, man, called out by the chat as always. I love this. Hey, Bob, there was only one Swift that showed up last week, and he hit that touchdown. That's right. No Taylor, Bob.
I hit 20 last week. Anthony, I hit 20 last week. When you're ready to play ball with me, just let me know. You want to hang? We'll talk.
Oh, man. He don't like it. Look at him. He don't like it. Look, bro, all we going by is what you said on the live stream. Forget your videos. We're going by what you said on the live stream, man. Sensitive Bob, David says. Yeah, let's get him, boys.
Oh, yeah, come after me, kid. You be my defense.
Nah, Kia doesn't get down like that. She don't get down like that.
You need to not let him get to me now. Block him out of the way.
He said block him out the way.
Are you balling tonight or you pucking, Kia?
I'm pucking tonight.
I knew it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of pucking. I've been really digging hockey lately, so.
What do you got?
I am going with the Boston Bruins puck line.
Oh, ooh. Hey, that's
and I feel like, they've been on fire too. I like the Bruins.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going with who's pucking too. And I'm going to go take the under 6.5 in the Panthers and Ottawa game because Ottawa doesn't score a lot at home. So I'm going, Mike, you going to keep pucking or?
No, we're balling. We're going to ball tonight. Who's balling tonight? I'm calling that who's balling is Hawkinson. I think that he is going to ball tonight. I think he sees his fair share of targets. I think he gets in the end zone. I think you can expect him, somewhere around the 7 to 10 range in receptions. I think he'll get, 100, close to 100 yards receiving and a touchdown.
There you go. Hey, you know what? I'm going to go with David on this. If I'm going to pick a who's balling, I'll go with Dobbs.
Well, hey, I'm fine with that because if Dobbs is balling tonight, Hawkinson's gonna get some of that himself. So let's go.
All right. I got it. Kia, you having a good month betting wise?
I am. I've been winning a lot of college football plays. I've been playing a lot of singles though. I haven't really been doing, that many parlays. If I do, it'll be like a 2 or 3 leg. Because I'm trying to build bankroll, so I haven't been doing no crazy lotto stuff like that, just trying to play it safe.
Atta girl. That's what I like to hear. All right, folks, you know what? I've said a lot more smart things than you can even imagine, son. Let me tell you. Did you hear that, Mike?
The problem is we can't imagine. So
you can. I
don't know about that. Hey, real quick, since we're talking about hockey, I just want to jump into this Metropolitan Division. Anybody paying attention to this? I mean, you've got the Rangers, Hurricanes, Flyers, and Capitals all. Capitals are 10-5. Philadelphia's 11-9. You got Carolina climbed up to 12-8 now. They've started to get it together. The Rangers, there's not a hotter team going than them right now. That Metropolitan Division pretty stacked. And look at the Islanders, 8-6 hanging around. Ugly, dirty team. Boring. I shouldn't say dirty, boring team. But by golly, they get the job done. Sometimes.
I'm going to go to if you want to talk in a little puck in here, let's go to the Central Division in the NHL. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 6 teams in that division with 20 points or more, same as your Metropolitan Division, Mike. Same deal.
True,
so,
but The Pacific Division not looking too bad either, with Vegas at 14-5, the Kings at 13-3, and the Canucks at 14-7.
Yeah, but they only got 4 teams with 20 points or more. The deeper divisions are the Metropolitan, and actually, Mike, you're actually wrong. What about that Atlantic Division? 7 teams with 20 points or more right now, and their worst team in the division in 8. So
yeah,
there you go.
Pretty muddied up right now. It does look like the Ducks are starting to kind of skid off a little bit and come down to earth. You know, if you look at them, they've started to fall off just a little bit. Calgary's starting to kind of, and Seattle kind of putting themselves back in the mix a little.
Wow, that's cold, Anthony.
There's Stinko in Ottawa. Yes, he is.
Wow, dude.
Yes, he is.
Hey, you know what? Whatever you say, bro. I'm going to tell you right now, my hockey record is very good, and so is my college basketball record. By the way, 11-4 so far this year. I'll keep that going. NFL, I'm pretty well sucking in, except for anytime touchdown score. All right, time to go. College football championship winner is going to be Georgia, right?
I agree. I like Georgia.
And go Missouri, 10 wins. Missouri, Missouri. See you, folks.